I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio at the United Church of Christ headquarters where I'm about to go kick it with the Collegium.
Today we're kicking it with the Reverend Steve Sterner and the Reverend Callie Rogers-Witte. The Reverend Steve Sterner, our newest Collegium member, moved into the national offices earlier this year. He succeeded the Reverend Jose Malayan, who retired in 2007.
It's been an experience that's been fun. They've welcomed me, have been really gracious to some of my stupid ideas. I mean, they haven't said out loud that, boy, this guy has really got a lot to learn.
Steve, can you tell me your earliest memories of church?
Most of my free time as a teenager was for all-around sports. After all that was done, studying was about all I had time for. Did some work with church youth group, but by the time I was in high school, the distance between church and my life was pretty great.
After high school, Reverend Sterner attended Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania.
Actually, my major there was nuclear physics, and I thought I was going to end up in science. I went there to play football as well as to get an academic background. Was injured and couldn't play football anymore.
A chaplain at Gettysburg College encouraged him to do mission work at the East Harlem Protestant Parish in New York City. That experience inspired him to leave science behind and enroll at Lancaster Seminary.
But I did not decide until my second year in seminary that I really wanted to continue.
Steve, can you tell me what the coolest thing is about your job as acting executive minister of local church ministries?
The coolest thing about my job? Getting to go to things like National Youth Event and being with different churches, working with a lot of creative people.
When he isn't working, Reverend Sterner can be found engaged in some of his favorite pastimes.
I'm glad that my career is around ministry and not golfing, but I still go out and play. Also like to garden and grow things, flowers and vegetables.
You asked about my hobbies earlier. I think my family is where I spend my extra time when I have time.
The Reverend Callie Rogers-Witte is the executive minister of Wider Church Ministries.
We have the 5 areas of the world on our staff. There's an area executive for each one to relate to our partners, the partner churches and schools and hospitals overseas, and to oversee the work of the mission personnel.
Her job involves traveling around the world, visiting with UCC and Disciples of Christ missionaries and partners.
This plaque was given in appreciation when I spoke in the Philippines. The fun part is traveling to churches and telling the stories to churches of the mission around the world and showing pictures of our partners and what they're doing and what they're living with.
Church has always played an important role in the Reverend Rogers-Witte's life. She grew up attending a Presbyterian church in Florida.
I was very involved in the youth group and Sunday school.
While singing in a choir at a summer church camp, she discovered her calling to be a minister.
And we were singing the hymn, "Be Thou My Vision." It's essentially asking God to be the center of my life.
The Reverend Rogers-Witte says getting involved with global ministries is one way young people can help make a difference right now.
One of the exciting things is that we have the global mission interns, the young adults that work in different places in the world.
The Reverend Rogers-Witte and the Reverend Steve Sterner both say they are very excited about the next generation of leaders.
My generation is not leaving the world in a very good place, and hopefully we can do something about that before we totally hand over the reins of leadership, although I hope we're going to turn them over pretty soon. And I hope you do better with the world than we have.
Your generation has an ability to understand we're all God's children all around the world, no matter where we came from, what color our skin is, what language we speak, that we've got to find ways to live that out.